Okay, perfect. Oh man, listen, that's that. So where are you at right now?
I am at Buzz Coffee Shop on Cascade. Um,
They got
bro,
the chairs. I mean, the little sort. I mean, with the leathers back there. I mean, that's all right right there.
yeah. It's a cool little spot to come dip off to when you just need a breather. Also, you
Uh-huh.
need to drop off the dog for grooming early in the morning. This is one of my favorite places to stop. So,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
so pretty good.
That's
Great
all right
coffee.
right there, man.
Uh,
Uh-oh. I think my. You hear me?
yeah, I can hear you now. Yep.
You say yes, you can. Uh-oh. Hold on.
Yeah.
All right, my speaker was messing up. You can hear me?
I can hear you. Yep.
Okay, perfect. Okay. All right, man. Well, it's early in the morning, and I appreciate everybody joining right now. This is our dedication that we're gonna keep it moving, and I have an amazing guest that just wanted to sit and have a conversation this morning. We go ways back to. He took his took your camera off. Okay, there you go. All right. We go way back to Hampton University. And I will definitely step out the way real quick and allow him to introduce himself, and then because we just gotta jump right in. I got just one or two questions to ask this gentleman that's in front of us. So, Mr. Delante Murphy, what's going on, aka Butter Murphy?
What's
What's
up? What's
going
up?
on, man?
What's up? What's up? What's up, Elam? What's up, everybody? Delante Murphy. I'm a dad, as you can tell from the shirt. For those listening, because I said it. Two boys, 25. Another one is 23, and I have might as well say 10-year-old daughter turning 11 next week. Single dad,
Okay.
totally single dad with a young lady at bringing up my last and final child in the rear.
Right,
Single, so that's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
man. That's dope. And just real quick before we jump in, where can people follow you at, man?
Oh yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, IG at Butter Murphy. That's BU two T's AMURPHY. You can follow me on Twitter at Delante at DELANTE, and Facebook is Delante Murphy. Uh, and that's it for that. And TikTok is Butter Murphy. Yeah, I believe so. Butter Murphy. Same thing like the Instagram. There you go.
And before we dive in, he's being real humble. This guy is the producer that just be doing his thizzle out there, from the Trey songs, from the K Michelle's, man, a cap out of a side, just out here in these streets doing his thing as well. Um, and you just said something that I don't hear very often, so I want to dive into that really quickly. You said you're a single dad, and I don't, I don't see that very often. That blessing, and I think it's amazing. And watch your journey over the years. Um, hey, how has that been? Just being a single father for what? I know you said she's going to be 11 next week, but I think that what you got custody maybe when she was like one or two or something like that. I know it's been a minute.
She was official like around three. I
Okay.
think she was 3 years old, and
Okay.
yeah. I mean, hey man, it's tough. It's like rewarding and tough. I'm happy that I had her at 37. I think
Okay.
she came, so I think I was on the other side of maturity to be able to really weather this storm properly.
Hmm.
God knows what it could have been if I was 20 something
Hmm.
in my early 20s. It's different, it's a lot, like especially a female. When I got her, it was like when I got her, like I won her or something, like I like I bought her or
No,
something.
no.
But when I got her, meaning won her in a family law situation and got full custody of everything. It was like you win, you get home, you got this little pretty little girl sitting there. You be like, what you do next, like.
Like now what? Like what now? Okay.
Okay, cool, cool. So that took some
What do I
adjustment.
do with this? Oh my god! I'm sorry.
Like, like my boys were great, and they were like guys, but a little girl. One morning, I woke up and she walked out of the room and she was just crying, and I was like, "Why are you crying?" She was like, "I don't know," and I was like, "Well, we need to figure out why you're crying." She was just crying, and I didn't deal with that with the boys. So it
Mhm.
was like, okay, this teaching me about women in general. Like women get emotional for no reason, and instead of
You're gonna get in
trying
trouble for that one.
trying to no, not saying that in a bad way. It's like to all the ladies out there, please, emotional meaning that you bring life into this world physically. So you have to be you have your superpower is through your emotions and being
Come on,
connected to the world and to children
I
and
like that.
caretakers. So it's like a superpower that you have to kind of understand yourselves. As our superpower is being protective providers and things of that nature.
Come
So
on,
I think
sir.
this was just one of her and her being a female, one of her superpowers kind of going off and us trying to understanding how to control it. So
I like that. I like how you put that. I'm gonna have to say that on stage one day. Your superpower. I like that. I like that. I'm not
so
gonna give you any credit. I'm just gonna say it like it came from me. Oh man. Uh oh.
you can hear me, right?
Yeah. Okay. I can hear you now. I went out for like 2 seconds.
Yeah,
Okay. Go ahead.
good. You can call it. So anyway, so um, so yeah, so anyway, so that was good, man. And then just going through the thing, you know what I mean? Like you gotta, of course you got daycare, and then
Right.
you gotta pick that, and then you go to pre-K, and you gotta pick the right the pre-K to me
Hmm.
because the pre-K sets up the foundation. So
Right.
being a dad to go having to research pre-Ks. I actually had some of my other friends who kind of took they weren't single dads, but they was like, I was so in the research of pre-K that they was going by taking my research, telling their wives like I've been researching pre-K because that's all I would talk
And
about
see,
was
that's what I was about to ask you. So you had, it sounds like that you had a team around you, like the research, whether it's come out the room and cry or whatever. Did you counsel with other people? Because 37, that's kind of that's young to take on just out of the blue. You know what I'm saying? So did you have a team of people around you where you just find yourself on the phone like, yo, I don't know what's going on right now. Like how did you navigate that?
I think, well, of course, my mom was always a great help, but she's not in the same state. I mean, she's 600 miles away or something like that.
Right,
So
right, right.
she was always supportive, and still very much like she's the grandma, but kind of filled in the mother role for my daughter, and since that I'm single, um, and been single the whole time, and never been married. So, but I think of course, you got.
That means he's there, hey, ladies. That means he's available. Okay, go ahead.
You have some female friends. You got just female friends and women I would date here and there, just friends who would help me and give me advice and tell me what to do about hair and
Come on, sir.
what's going on. Yeah, it's emotional. That's going to happen sometime. So yeah, that and even I'm not going to negate some of the fathers out there that raised their daughters that I talked to that was like, oh, you got it. Yeah, I've been through that or this, that, and the other. So I had a village. I had a small village. So yeah.
Right. So here's the thing: when people hear that you're like a single dad or whatever, because this is not common. Let's just be real. And first of all, congratulations. And then I'm going to say that just watching from the distant stage, I think you've been doing an amazing job. And so I just want to thank you just for doing what you do. Um, and so when people hear single dad or whatever, and they don't, since this is not popular, right? What do people say to you? Or they're just like, because it is an anomaly. You don't find many men that are able to get sole custody. It looks like the level of hoops that you have to jump through because what is it between 0 and 14? Unless the mom's like a complete crackhead, the child normally goes with the mother, right? Between 11 and 14, the child, the judge normally takes into consideration who the child wants to go with, but most likely still goes with the mom. So until the child's 14 and says, "This is where I want to go," and then they say they want to go with dad, then they might end up with dad. So I don't want to get too deep into the legal aspects of whatever you went through, but I mean, just I'm almost like, how did you do that? Like just
Well, I think I'll speak to it in this way. Her mother wasn't totally together, but I will say that I truly believe that it comes down to money, finances, when you're in this legal
Mm,
system. I think that a lot of fathers assume that, oh, I'm the dad. I showed up to court. I got my, what I hear every year at some point. Oh, I have a shoebox full of receipts, right? And they think
wow.
that I'm a good guy as my child, and the judge is going to do the right thing. And I've learned that I put the money up,
Mm,
for the best lawyer. I actually got the lawyers that it's weird. My lawyer, who came by God, by the way, because I met a guy, I befriended a guy in a cigar shop that I go to, and he kept saying, "You need to call my dad." And I was like, you're a fire chief. Why would I call your dad?" Then he started to reveal that, and we were in Atlanta,
uh,
and I was like, my child was in California, and he revealed that, oh, well, my dad is Eddie Harris, who was on the legal team with Johnny Cochran
okay.
and the Kardashian. And I was like, okay. So I was
Okay, people. Okay, people. Okay.
right. So I was like, oh, okay, but and I still was apprehensive because I'm like, okay, that was a murder trial, and a defense for OJ. What would that have to do? I know it's a law firm,
Right.
So I ended up talking to him, and funny enough, after we did our consultation and I decided to go with him, and he was expensive. He said, "Look, man, I usually get people off murder, but if I get people off murder, I can get you your daughter." And I was like, I basically looked at him and just said, "Hey, if the gloves don't fit, you gotta quit." I said, and Eddie Harris, he absolutely did an amazing job, and his paralegal, they did an amazing job, and we
Right.
fought. And to be honest with you, let me go into that too for the guys listening. Nobody,
Hmm.
even though they were good, I'm not going to take credit away from myself, and not
Come
in
on,
an
sir.
arrogant way, because really, they could win because I took excellent journals and excellent notes and excellent
Hmm.
records and did what I was supposed to do. And I actually checked them or found things that they were missing because it's my life, not theirs. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's
Come
my
on,
life, not
sir.
theirs. So I got every detail out. So those that paying attention to details and being deadly focused on what was happening and taking notes and getting affidavits when things went wrong, when they were witnesses. Affidavit is printed off. Go take it. You get a witness to account what happened. If it was an argument, if it was a
Uh huh.
dispute, if it was something wrong, and then
Uh huh.
you get it signed in front of a notary public, and they
Right.
stamp it, and that's it. And you go and attach it to the case file. You know
Okay.
what I mean? You attach it to the case file. You can always go to court and attach it to the case file. That's all you got to do. Or give it to your lawyer and they attach it.
So you basically you had to walk in there with everything from a you had more than just receipts, right? Um,
Absolutely.
and not only the actions coming behind it, and having the receipts, having everything kind of buttoned up, and then having the right counsel as well.
Correct.
And so it's funny. I put a post up last week in regard to this, and so I got a mixed amount of comments, and people, some people were just acting as if it's, oh, well, we just have the same opportunity, and I am one to say that we don't. She can walk in there without the box of receipts, without the button up, and you got to come in there sewed up in order, along with an amazing counsel in order to really land and win the case, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I get it. The mom, traditionally, they're the mom, right? A child
Hmm.
needs nourishment, and they come in, they get the benefit of the doubt in that situation.
How does that make? Let me. I know we're gonna wrap up in a second, but let me just ask you two questions from a feeling perspective. How did the process make you feel? Did you feel like that you had to go over and beyond? Did you feel like that it was fair? How did that make you feel? Just having to go the lengths that you went to as a father when you're in that courtroom.
Um, yeah, it made me feel, I felt like a superhero.
Okay.
But I mean is because I know that I was fighting for my daughter in a way. It wasn't an ego thing. It wasn't
Mhm.
a, hey, I have more money than the mom thing, or financially more support, better than the mom, or I've got more experience being a parent. It was the best decision for this child, the best shot for her to make it, the best shot for her to be raised in a way where she can contribute to society in the highest possible level was with me. It had no ego whatsoever.
Right.
Um, and I went in like a superhero, like, maybe I didn't do it for some of the women that I dated over the past, and maybe this is part of me getting back my karma by, protecting this little girl and raising her in a way in all the best possible way I can to get back all the crap that I did. And not saying it was that evil, just being a man thing, growing up.
Right. Right. Right.
I just went so hard, and it made me feel like some sort of superhero, when doing it. Because trust
Right.
me, my daughter's future was going to be not good, with the
Mm.
mom. So, and I'm just trying to be respectful to the mom, or if my
Yeah.
daughter
No,
ever
I totally
come
understand.
across a podcast to think that I'm being negative. So I'm just saying, but it all worked out. And hey, man, we
Yeah.
got the highest grade point average leaving elementary school this year. She going to middle school, but leaving highest grade point
Okay.
average in school.
Come
A
on,
total
GPA.
six. I think we got five certificates and two medals and a big
Come on,
couple.
certificates.
So we demand excellence at my house.
Okay.
She demands
Excellent.
excellence out of herself,
Uh huh.
which is the most important. So that makes my job easy. And
Hmm.
we if we don't win all the awards because we put in the work,
Come
we
on,
put in
work.
the work all year. If we don't win no awards, we have to we take a deep look at ourselves to figure
Okay.
out what more we could have done, or did we do something wrong. But we put in the work during the year. Like, we understand and she understands that it's brick by brick.
Come on.
Every day we gotta lay another brick. Every day we gotta lay another brick. And if
I
we stay
love it.
consistent laying these bricks, we could build this wall, as it says in the Will Smith book, or we could build whatever we trying to get to. And that's
Right.
how we lay. So
Man, listen, you about to make me want to go another 30 minutes on this, man, but we're going to wrap up just in a second because, all right, so I got to go here with respect to what we were just talking about. And shout out to your T-shirt real quick, dude. Again, that's good. I'm reading it while you're talking like a man that knows everything. He can do anything. I like that, man. I might. Where you get that from? Because I might have to cop that in the next day or so since Father's Day is on Sunday. So
I literally walked into Marshalls about 3 weeks ago to get some socks.
in
And
Marshalls, come on, Marshalls.
just sitting there, and I was like, I gotta have it. So right there. Yeah.
Dude, there's a Marshalls up the street. I'm going there today. I might have to cop that. I love that. I love that. So somebody must have called him real quick. Okay, so we got to wrap up because this guy stay busy. Delante, you still there? Okay, there you go. Okay, somebody calling you. Okay, we're gonna wrap up real quick, man. With respect to what we were just talking about, with Father's Day being on Sunday, at times over the years, one of the most aggravating things that I see is that we have on Father's Day those that are single moms, either their friends or just they themselves make comments such as, Happy Father's Day to me, or Happy Father's Day to my homegirl who's the single mom, whatever case it be, because maybe the father is not in the life of their child. Now, Mother's Day just passed, obviously, like about a month or so ago. You're a single dad. First question: did you find yourself thinking that you should be Happy Mother's Day since you're mom and dad? Just yes or no? Did you find yourself thinking that?
Yeah, I think on Mother's Day, when it was Happy Mother's Day to me, I do get some of those. And it's like mixed, right? It's like you're appreciative that someone thought of you, and that's what they think, that you put in, that type of work to cover even a fraction of being a mom, which I could never be. You kind of feel appreciative of this. Like, I can't never be a mom because I know there's things when they say Happy Mother's Day. I know there's things that a mother does that I'm not able, or I just don't know how to provide for my daughter. You know what I mean?
All right,
Especially like just certain emotional connection. It's the
right,
just being it. Like, it's certain things that I know as a man, I'm a warrior. So
right,
it's certain things that she doesn't get. You know what I mean? So I feel a little
right.
weird about it mothers, when I hear mothers getting Happy Father's Day especially in the African American community, it makes me really sad. And I don't know if I would have felt that way prior to my daughter, right?
Right.
Because it's like where it's almost like wow, like I don't. She knows she can't provide. She can't really teach a African American male
Hmm.
to be a man. You know
Come
what I
on.
mean? And
Come on.
let me tell you where it shows up at because
Come
people
on.
do what they got to do. Let's go and if you look at some of the NBA players, because that's what we can see up front. Can we
Okay.
not tell the NBA players who was raised by their moms? When it's like I like to thank
Mm.
my mama versus the NBA players that have mom and dad and how they carry situations.
Come on, sir.
I don't
Come
want to
on.
name no names.
Come on.
I'm just saying the NBA player males that had mom and dad who raised them, maybe legacy of another NBA player,
Come on.
carries themselves in a very respectful way, and they were raised the right way.
Hmm.
When we get into the other NBA players who are fatherless for whatever
Hmm.
reason, these
Hmm.
are the ones who lash out on Twitter. They
Hmm.
lash out in the game,
Come on.
and da, 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 da. So you see what I'm saying? So
Come
is the
on.
mother failing being a mother? No, but what the lack of a male there to teach that man how to control his superpower, which is
Mm.
his strength,
Come
which is his
on.
masculinity, which is his, which we shouldn't have, trying to his proud moments, because that part of the father was missing.
Come on.
You know what I mean? That's it shows up, right? So back to the question. How do I feel when I hear that? I feel like it's us, I feel like us as black men, and I want to keep repeating the narrative that we don't show up because I actually found it to be the opposite. I've never met a black man in my life who stated, "I don't want my child." I've
Come
never
on.
seen a black man say it by
I've
his
never
entire
I've never seen that
life.
either. I've never seen that either.
Never seen it. So I don't even know when this narrative started, but I wouldn't say that. I think that it hurts me. I think that as fathers, which I do believe we're there, and I see us stepping up. I mean, especially at the school I was at,
Hmm.
my elementary school with my daughter, and being a part of that community and PTA and all that. Like I've seen them there. I've seen young fathers there. So I don't even know where that narrative come from, but it just
Hmm.
makes me sad because the narrative. I guess that's the point. The narrative is painted that she did it all on her own. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Or that this is what she's doing. In some cases, it is true. In some
Right.
cases, it's not true, Elam. In some
Right.
cases, no one wants to tell the father side of the story. Well, the father lives in another state. He had to continue with his life, but he pays that child support though, and he does come see him when he can. We never really talk about when you father a child and it doesn't work out with the mom, depending on the circumstances.
Mm.
I can't give you $1,500 a month and fly to you every 2 weekends and fly the
Speak.
daughter back and provide
Speak.
food for myself and provide these high gas prices
Speak.
and do this. So man, something's gonna fall, and that means I can't
Speak.
see my daughter. And now I'm a FaceTime dad
Come on.
because financially I can't do it. And even when the woman knows that financially it is a strain, because if she was your woman,
Hmm.
she would be rubbing your back saying you're doing your best. But
Right.
when she's the adversary,
Mhm. Come
because
on.
she has certain negative feelings towards you because it didn't work out. She wants that financial support. Now
Hmm.
is you better make it happen by any means necessary. But if I was your man, you would
You're
be
telling a
telling me,
whole story right now. You're telling a story. I'm just trying not to say nothing. You're
right?
telling a story right now.
So I've seen those things, heard them from my buddies,
But nobody talks about that. But I mean, I
nah,
just
yeah, no one
that
talks about that. And
I and I go ahead.
I'm just saying that's what gets. So we're going back to how do I feel like when we say Happy Father's Day to these women? Sometimes I think, what's the other side of the story?
Hmm.
Why are you a single mom? What is your accountability? Both of you guys are 50% account. What's your accountability? What's really going on? Where's the dad for real?
Mm.
Are you making it difficult for the dad on the other side not to be a father? Are we just gonna paint the narrative that he's a bad father? Is it the fact that he can't afford to be in the same state with you? You know what I mean? In order to be a more active father, and he's doing the best that he can. I'm not giving nobody any excuses here. I'm just saying there's always another landscape to this sometimes when
Right.
these women get this, get these type of praise, and it can be vice versa for
Right.
fathers having custody and the moms and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I want to make sure that we're not definitely don't want to paint the picture as if it's okay for
No,
any man not being in the life of his child or whatever. But there is normally a story that comes behind it for
right.
some, and
What's
it's
up?
just that. And I want to be very clear. I cannot stand when I see the whole Happy Father's Day tour.
Oh
Well,
man,
I hate it. I think it's extremely disrespectful. And
right.
men on average we internalize instead of verbalize, so we're really not saying nothing. But I'm just gonna go out here and say it. My man Brian Thomas said it yesterday across Facebook, and I was just like, "Yo, let me just go ahead and say this as well. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see
Right.
that. I feel like it's extremely disrespectful for those that are out here shaking and moving like it's a slap in the face. And I know they don't care because they feel like, but I had somebody argue me down why it was okay to be like, yes, I'm mom and dad. And I'm just like, you can never be me, ever. Just like I could never be you, ever. And
Never.
so, yeah. And so as a single dad, definitely wanted to, I know that that would be, something a little intense. Listen, I know you got to get out of here. I know you're in the
Oh no,
coffee
you
shop,
good, you
man.
good. No, no, you good.
Um,
I was going to say, I mean, yeah, I can never be mom. I mean, trust me, and I say this in a joking manner. World, make sure you don't take that part out. But no, I mean, listen, when I have my daughter and trying to connect to her, if I could have breastfed, I would have tried it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
you don't say that, Joe.
But,
Look, we
so
gotta go. We gotta go. We
I
gotta
can't do
go.
that. So I can't do Happy Mother's Day. I can't.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Brother Murphy, Delante Murphy, appreciate you.
Yes.
You coming on board here today, man. Got to get out of here. Appreciate everybody that's joined us live. Happy Father's Day to you, man. You're doing an
Yes, happy
awesome
Father's
job.
Day to you.
If nobody's ever told you, I really appreciate you. And you would be one of the people I would call, be like, hey, this is what I'm going through with my daughter. Like, how do you handle that? You know what I'm saying? Because I've
Hey,
just been watching you. I love the
anytime.
glasses, man.
Anytime, man. Anytime. Anytime.
And real quickly again, how can people follow you, get at you? What you got coming up? Anything before we get out of here?
Mm, cool stuff. Yeah, follow me, like I said, on my socials, IG, Butter Murphy, BUTTAMURPHY, Twitter at Delante, Instagram, Facebook, Delante Murphy, TikTok, I believe is Butter Murphy. And what do I have coming? Wow, I'm at a company called Beetroot Distribution. So I have a new project coming out on a wonderful artist named Jay Nova. It's a
Okay.
music distribution company. Jay Nova. I got some roommates coming out, which is it's Trey Next Door and Shay Jennifer, which I'm great about. And there's another guy. I don't even want to mention him yet. So I got
Okay.
my new crop of artists that I'm super excited about. The
Okay.
last artist I worked with was Kevin Ross, who I'm very excited. He's doing extremely well at the label that I brought him on, Little Duval.
Right.
Living Your Best Life did his stuff. And it's just so many people. Afro beat, the Afro wave thing I've been a part of, and the whole new
Love
Afro
it.
thing to America, been a part of that. And now I'm going back to Africa in the next week or so to go to
That's
the
right,
West
because you were just
African.
in Africa. That's right, right?
No. I delayed it because I had a family vacation
Oh,
next
okay,
week.
okay. I
So
thought you
I'm
was okay.
going this week. Yeah. So I'm trying to get up out of here next week. So
Okay.
I'm just living my best life and taking advantage of being of a hot boy, hot daddy summer, as my daughter's
It's
getting her
hot daddy.
grandparents. Hot
Don't
daddy
hey,
summer.
don't listen. Don't put on the hoochie daddy shorts that they've been talking about out here either, dude. Don't let me catch you in those. Let me catch you.
Well, you might be a week too late because I was definitely in my hot daddy. No, I didn't really do that. Even though I found it hilarious, it's all good.
Ah, that's so funny. I'm making sure all my shorts are over my knees after all this.
Oh man,
That's terrible, man.
they ain't got
I
to be over
appreciate.
your knees. They don't got to be over your knees, man. You can show a little. You can go a little higher than that, as long as you're doing some squats. You got some. You know what I'm saying? If you got some decent legs, it's cool.
Oh my God, no, no, we gotta go. We gotta go. I appreciate you,
All
man, so
good.
much. Thank you for joining. And you guys, again, this is Elam B. King. You can follow me at Elam B. King on all platforms. You can go to elambking.com to grab a hold of anything that I might be out here having an opportunity of of doing. And thank you so much for joining as we continue on our Dadication week. Again, happy Father's Day to all the great dads and the dads, just period, that's out there, and keep doing your thing. Delante Murphy, we really appreciate you in these streets, good sir.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Thank you once again.
Okay, all right, take care, man. Talk to you soon.
All right.
Okay, all right, bye bye.